What is good, everybody? Today, you are listening to my very first podcast. So, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate y'all. It means the world to me. Today, I really just wanted to talk about what inspired me to do this podcast, why I want to do the podcast, what we're going to talk about, who we're going to talk about, when we're going to talk about it. So, with that being said, let's get into it. All right. So we're gonna get into it. A little bit about why I want to start this podcast and what inspired me to start the podcast is because if you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, you've noticed I've been posting a lot of fitness content lately. I want to get into the whole online social media game just to play around with it. When it comes to photography, videography, editing, anything like that, I am a complete newbie. I don't know anything about it, but I just jumped right into it and I've been doing it. I've been learning it. I've been loving it so far. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep grinding each and every day. I'm going to get better one day at a time. I like to say, get 1% better every day. So, with that being said, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and ask questions about certain fitness topics and things like that. So, it kind of made me realize that a lot of people when starting their fitness journey, they don't know where to begin. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. They don't know when to do it. So that's a kind of why I want to do this podcast. So the name of this podcast is The Fitness Beginner. And we're going to talk about all things fitness to begin with, what's going to get you started, what you need to know, and just simple things like that, like little things to get you in the fitness game, to get you started on your fitness journey. I want everyone to be able to enjoy fitness the way that I enjoy fitness. I have been working out about 10 years now. I've learned a lot, good and bad. And I want to be able to share what I've learned over these past 10 years to kind of help y'all out and get y'all started on your fitness journey. A lot of people when they first start out in their fitness journey, they go into the gym, they see 100 different machines. They don't know what the machines do. They don't know how to use them. They don't know why they're using them. They don't know what muscles they're working. So they get intimidated, and then eventually they fall off their fitness journey because they don't know what to do. They get scared, or they're either shy. They don't want to embarrass themselves in front of other people in the gym that know what they're doing. They've experts that have been doing it for years. Uh, First off, if you are a fitness beginner, I want to say, do not be intimidated. Do not worry about what anybody in the gym is doing. Only worry about yourself. Get get in there, do what you need to do, and get out. Don't worry about nothing else. Trust me. You may think people in there looking at you, staring at you, making fun of you, thinking, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Trust me, they're not. Everybody in the gym pretty much has their headphones in and they only focus on themselves. They get in there, they want to do their workout, and they want to get out. Or at least that's how I feel. That's what I do. I got my headphones in, I'm in the zone, I'm working out. I'm probably not talking to other people because I normally work out by myself. And that's just it. I'm not worried about what other people's doing. I'm gonna worry about my workout, what I need to do, my sets, my reps, my weight, all that. I'm just doing it and I'm just going with the flow. So the idea behind this podcast is I want to be able to help y'all out. I want to be able to give y'all a little bit of direction just to get y'all started on your fitness journey. So before we get into it, we're going to talk a little bit about my goals for the podcast. My number one goal for the podcast is to impact one person's day. That's all I want to do. If I can impact somebody in some way, then the podcast is a win. If I teach somebody something new, if somebody takes something from this podcast and runs with it and does something great, if I can get somebody inspired or motivated to start their fitness podcast, then that's a win. That's a win for me. That's all I want to do. Impact one person at a time. And I'm completely satisfied with that. That's all I need. For right now, my goal is to post at least one podcast a week. But eventually I do want to get into doing more. Once I figure out my flow, figure out how to do it. Right now, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just winging it and we going for it. So if it's terrible, I apologize. We're gonna get better. I promise. One day at a time, get 1% better. Let's do it. To begin with, we're gonna start with the definition of consistency, and that is conformity in the application of something, typically that which is necessary for the sake of logic, accuracy, or fairness. So that's the definition. You can take that for what it is. For me, consistency is not making excuses, doing what you got to do no matter what. Period. That's it. It's that simple. If you miss a day at the gym, guess what? You make it up. If you miss your meal plan, your diet, guess what? You don't miss it the next day. You fix it. You correct it. Whatever you did wrong, learn from your mistake, get it right next time. It's that simple. And that's literally all I've done in my whole fitness journey. If I miss a day at the gym, guess what? I make it up on Saturday. It's not that hard. And this is the number one thing that has allowed me to stay consistent with my fitness journey. The key to consistency is setting and achieving specific goals. Start by determining how you want to be more consistent in your life, in your fitness journey, in your relationship, in your career, with your children, whatever that may be for you. Aim for these small goals each and every day. And over time, as you achieve these goals, you will become more consistent. It will keep yourself motivated and you will be able to hold yourself more accountable for the things that you want to do. The power of consistency is underrated. Once you're able to learn how and be comfortable with changing your life, anything that you set your mind to is possible. If you do the little things repeatedly, you will accomplish those big goals that you have in life, those big goals that you've set since you were a little kid that you've always dreamed of. You just have to create that momentum. You have to get in stride and you have to be consistent. Don't miss a day. Do what you got to do to get it done. And if you do miss a day, guess what? You can make that day up or you can continue, get right back on track the next day. Say you eat some dessert one day and that's not in your diet. Oh well, guess what? Don't eat that dessert tomorrow. Get back on your meal plan tomorrow. Stay on your diet. Stay consistent. A few things that will help you be consistent is simply just changing up the way you do things now. Change up your morning routine. Do something different. If it's not working for you, change it up. Sit back, reassess what you're doing, how you're doing it, and try to figure out ways that you can make that process better. Don't let self-doubt creep in until you just quit. Do it even if you don't feel like doing it. That's the number one thing. There's many days that I don't feel like going to the gym, that I don't want to go work out, that I'm tired, that I had a terrible day at work, that I just want to go home and get in the bed and watch Netflix. But guess what? I don't. I don't let myself fall into all the negativity. I go to the gym anyways. I get there. Even if I have to turn on a motivational video, turn up my music and get in the zone, whatever it is, I do it. I find a way to get it done. I may not have the best workout ever, but guess what? I was there. I did it, and I stayed consistent. That's what it takes over time. Your identity is what you do each and every day. And if you sit there and you make excuses, you don't do what you said you were gonna do, you're gonna feel bad. You're gonna feel like you can't do anything. That's why it's important to create this momentum, create that consistency over time. It will help you in achieving whatever it is you want to achieve in life. So, what are some advantages of being consistent? Advantages of being consistent are people will know what to expect from you. You will know what to expect from you. If you're not consistent, you're not even gonna know what to expect from yourself because you don't believe in yourself. You just, oh, I may do that, I may not. Who knows? You can deliver high quality results. It is easier to measure success and progress easier. You can identify areas of improvement quicker. You are more successful in achieving your goals. Simply. To be consistent, you have to make a commitment to yourself and others. Those others may be your family. Say you want to get into fitness because you want to be able to spend more time with your kids. You want to be able to go outside and play with your kids without getting exhausted, without getting winded. Think about why you're doing it. Think about what inspired you to begin your fitness journey. So that's just a little bit about consistency. Consistency has been the one thing that has kept me moving, has kept me inspired, motivated to keep going in my fitness journey. Consistency is the one thing that you need to achieve your fitness goals. That's it. If you can stay consistent over time, you will achieve whatever that goal may be. Say you want to lose 15 pounds. If you're consistent, you'll lose that 15 pounds. Say you want to bench press 315 pounds. You stay consistent, you're going to bench press that 315. I promise. Just keep going, keep doing it. Show up every day, regardless. I don't care how bad of a day you've had or what has gone on. Show up. And guess what? If you can't show up, if something happens, I know life happens. I can't go to the gym every day. I've missed days. But guess what? You make that day up. You go on the weekend. Or if you can't go on the weekend, you get right back on your goals the next day. You go to the gym the next day. You stick to your diet the next day. If you can't go make it to the gym, work out at home. Go for a run. Go for a walk. Play with your kids outside. Do something. Just be active. It don't take much. 30 minutes a day, that's all you need. If you can get more than that, that's great. With that being said, the main thing that I want y'all to take away from listening to me today is that consistency is what's going to allow you to achieve those fitness goals, life goals, careers goals, whatever thing you are trying to achieve at the time. But since this is a fitness podcast, it's about fitness goals. So, thank y'all for hanging out for me today. I have really enjoyed it. I apologize if the quality of this podcast is terrible. Like I said at the beginning, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just winging it, but I promise we're going to get better. I really appreciate y'all. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please check me out. I'm going to try to drop one podcast a week. That's my goal right now. I would really love to do two, but we'll see how it goes. If you enjoyed the podcast, if you learned something, if you took something away from what I've spoken about today, please screenshot this episode, post it on your story, tag me, tell your friends about it, tell your mom about it, tell your dog about it. Come back, see me again. I'm going to have new podcast episodes up soon. So y'all stay tuned. Keep your eye out. Peace, love, protein. We out.